have any. I got purple. I'm a Vikings fan, man. Even though I got a lot of fancy players this year for the first time in my life. Go Thielen, go. I need some Thielen gear, man. White power.
Good after Thanksgiving brunch. Maybe this is pre-brunch for some of you good people out there. This is your commissioner from the Purple Rube Fantasy Football League, along with one of the longtime participants of the league, Carl, the bearded wonder Carlson.
That's all I got is the beard, so I got to make it work.
Not much else. Although you're pretty close to potentially getting a playoff spot. Recapping just the standings from last week, because there is some new news. We have 3 teams that have locked up playoff berths. Number 1, Levi, 3-0, guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Number 2, Troy, Dynasty, also guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. And number 3, Matthew Date, the Irishman, also guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. That means number 4, Eric Harbachek, Bear Cage. Number 5, Ray, Banana Hammocks. Number 6, Gurley and the Jets, Sarah Carlson. Number 7, Josh, always next year, Martin. Number 8, Mike Radloff, are all currently in the remaining playoff spots with, was it 3 weeks to go, Carl?
We got 2. We got 12, 13, and then 14 starts the playoffs.
All right, so it's getting down to it. Carl's nipping on Mike's heels at number 9. The other Radloff brother at 10. I'm at number 11. Punky has fallen at 12. Cobra Kai at 13. And Mark Bobbleman Potter bringing up the rear. So, Carl, I know you're a math whiz. It's kind of your deal. Have you kind of looked at what it's going to take for any of the bottom teams? Like, who's a threat to actually make the playoffs?
I say right now we got anyone in 11th spot, which would be you, and lower can't make the playoffs. You're going to need a lot of help to make it. But
What are you saying, I can't make it, or I just need help to make it?
You're going to need 2 solid wins, points, and some help. And I don't think you can get all that.
I think you don't bring enough positivity to this. All right? If there's a will, there's a way. Hey, apparently there's 49 things that can happen to let Cleveland make the playoffs this year.
Does that mean that Josh Gordon is one of them?
Hey, if Cleveland can make it, so can I. All right, so this week we'll just run down the matchups. Unfortunately, I'm going to use my screen grab, so we'll go from my top down, not your cell phone top down. Have some games. 6 games going today. A wonderful Vikings win, a little close for comfort. Although I would have enjoyed the Vikings scoring continuing on into the second half, but it did not. So let's see here. Let's let the people at home get a good whiff of Carl. And what's that? Oh, there's a terrible human being in the background. What is that? Hide your kids, hide your wife. They raping everybody up in here?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we've got me versus Dynasty. He's already made the playoffs. Apparently, I need a lot of help. Carl, since you think I need so much help, let's look at this matchup. What do you think I got? What's your take on this thing, other than the Yahoo saying that I'm going to lose, and I haven't set my lineup all the way yet?
Let's take a look. I'm going to bring up your matchup.
Ooh, I played Nick Novak. He missed a good kick earlier. God damn it. I thought I had Nick Novak on a team. I just didn't remember which one. That would have been 3 fucking points.
I think Carson Wentz is definitely going to do good for you.
Oh, big C Wentz, man. He's the thing.
See, other than the projections already above on Latavius Murray, Dynasty's already ahead of the game. Yeah, you broke even with Minnesota's defense. Nick Novak not helping you out too much yet. Yeah, setting up your lineup's going to definitely help you, but I think Troy's going to take this one out.
Hey, man, I'm trying to psych him out. He doesn't know how to plan for me because I haven't set my roster.
Then again, is Martellus Bennett even going to play?
He was questionable last week, man. That's just his thing. That's his new thing. He's going to be questionable every week. Although I almost took Eckler or put Eckler in for Woodhead, and I couldn't, the PPR thing. And he's already got 5.85 points. That could have been the secret weapon that got me that win, Carl, plus the help. Let's just say I'm going to win because that's what I do. Big, bold predictions. And I'm picking me because apparently no one else is. And I have hope. Ooh, we've got this one. So we've got Mark Radloff, Gronky Kong, on the verge of making the playoffs, fighting tooth and nail versus Cobra Kai, pretty much out of it, looking to upset people's trips to the playoff. Predicted to be a very close one. Cobra Kai's predicted to win. Mark's got one player playing in this game that's currently going. What do you think, Carl? What's your hot take? What's your spicy nacho-like take?
Take a look at Jacoby Brissett. He got in a full practice both Wednesday and Thursday, so I think he's going to play this week for Paul. Take a look at the two teams. Gronky Kong, he's got some high-powered offensive players going. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Paul on this one, even though
Cobra Kai could have played Phillip Rivers in this matchup. Didn't. We'll see. Ooh, Phillip Rivers just got another point, and it
happened to go to Hunter Henry, who's on the other team.
That was crazy watching the scores just update like that. I don't know. Phillip Rivers might have been a better play than Jacoby Brissett. We'll see about this one. Hot take. Mark Radloff getting upset by Paul. Come on, Cobra Kai. Let's keep this thing sloppy. I need all the help I can get. Right, Carl?
You sure do.
All right, you dirty piece of shit. All right. So what do we got next? Ooh, let's Carl, make sure a little eye contact for the people at home wouldn't hurt. I know you're a facts and figures, Phil Nye the Science Guy type, but you know.
Did you say Phil Nye?
I said Phil Nye. Is it Bill Nye?
It is Bill Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There you go, Carl. Guess what? You got to do one of the other things you enjoy doing, correcting me. Look at this. It's a big day out on the old interwebs for you. All right. We got another team that's locked up a playoff spot. Matt Irishman Date going up against Ray, Grape Smuggler. And Matt is predicted to win with a pretty big score, 135. But Ray's projected to get a pretty decent above 100 score. He's got two players going. Dak Prescott is shitting the bed currently, so that's not going to help Ray hold on to his gentle, baby-like grasp onto a playoff spot. He's also got Eric Ebron, who also shit the bed with 34 yards. Ooh.
He did push his projections by over a point, so I would say he turned out a decent performance.
I guess if you're relying on that, you're not in a good way. Kai Forbath only got 5 points.
He missed.
God damn,
he had a PAT blocked.
All those blocked kicks. That was painful. That made me hurt. I almost cried a little bit there. Irishman's got Travis Kelce. That's so good. Russell Man Muscle. Gonna get some points. Antonio Brown's projected for 26. Motherfucker. Going against Green Bay. Hot garbage. Sorry, man. Banana Hammocks. You might fall out of the playoff. If he takes one loss, is he going to fall out of the playoff picture, or is it?
If he takes one loss, I don't think he is, because there's another matchup that two playoff teams are fighting for. That is
that coming
an issue? That one is.
Oh no, we got Bear Cage, also number 4. So he's really up there versus Hawkeye. Ooh, these are both number 4 versus number 8. Is this the one you're talking about?
This is the one I'm talking about. I believe the loser of this matchup is going to miss the playoffs entirely.
What, really? Because Bear Cage has the 6 and 5, or with everyone else in the playoff with 5 and 6.
You got a point there. I would say for sure if Hawkeye loses,
and he's projected to get the highest points of the week. Those 2 touchdowns by Mr. Rudolph definitely helped his case out. I think because of those 2 touchdowns, even though they were thrown by Mike Rad's quarterback, which always makes me a little happy when Mike has to rely on a Minnesota Vikings quarterback. Anytime a Bears fan has to rely on a Vikings player to make the playoffs, makes my day. But I don't even know if that's going to be enough for him. He doesn't. His big hitters, like if Smith-Schuster has another like record-breaking day, maybe. But the fact that 22 points out of the tight end spot, he ain't getting 22 points out of Austin Hooper. There's a chance that Alex Smith could get 25. Not likely, but a chance. So
He's going to be watching that Philadelphia-Chicago game hard. I mean, he's a Bears fan, but at the same time,
By hard, you mean curled in the field position,
them-
tears streaming down his face?
every time that the Chicago Bears score, he's going to wince in pain because it's going to hurt his defense.
True. So, that being said, well, I don't think it's worried about them scoring so much. So, he can rest easy just going, at least my fantasy team's not getting destroyed. But he's not going to win. That's going to be a rough day for Mike. Sorry, Mike. I think you just enjoyed your last shot at the playoffs. Who knows? We'll see where we're at. I'm going to be right there in that same boat. Oh, now we've got Mark Potter trying to play spoiler to Sarah, trying to knock her off the playoff picture. And let's look at this lineup. Ooh, predicted 116 to 115. She did get 16 from Thielen, not the 30-something point day. Only 12 from Stafford. So Sarah's rolling in with 31 points, but he had a good day from Diggs had a good day. 12. Melvin Gordon's been rough for him.
Melvin Gordon is in the red zone at the moment, so that might help Mark out. But not sure by how much.
You know what? And he didn't play Theo Riddick, which is a good move on his part. You know what? I'm going with the misses. I think Sarah's going to win. I think, I think Alfred Morris might get a TD and not suck. Devontae Adams. Yeah, I think Sarah's got this. I think she's got enough. I think Cam Newton's going to do something stupid in Cam Newton-like against a team he should be in New Jersey. And it's going to cost Mark Potter the win. So, sorry, Potter. We're going to go. Sarah's going to take that one. Matt versus Josh, with Josh predicted to win by 3 points. Do you got any hot takes about this one, Carl?
Right. Well, taking a look at the lineup, let's see what we got here. You got Matt Ryan, Des Bryant.
So, yeah, Levi's got his spot at number 1 locked up. Josh is at 7, just barely holding on. Keenan Allen's having a good day so far. 13 points. Projected now to finish the game with 21. 13 points out of Prater, which was good for him. And the defense by Detroit didn't get shredded, so he still got 7 points. So, he's at 33 with a chance to finish the day at a little over 40. So
I got a feeling Josh is going to put the second loss on Levi for the year this game.
Ooh, yeah, especially since what do you see there in the bench section?
Ooh, that is a lot of points on the bench. 30 points out of Marvin Jones.
God damn.
You had Marvin Jones on the bench?
Yeah, Levi.
Was it last week he went off?
Yeah.
And you got a pretty high projection out of Le'Veon Bell at 25 points. I'm not sure he's going to hold up against that.
I don't think he'll have to. If Green Bay's defense has been Green Bay's defense, they'll put in the backup to finish out the game, most likely.
And Ben Roethlisberger has always been on point at home. And I think it's going to be a pass-heavy game, and Le'Veon Bell is not going to get the work for Levi.
So that's a unanimous Levi loss number 2?
That is Levi loss number 2.
Oh, Josh holding on to that playoff spot in our opinion. Oh, and then there's some garbage-ass team playing another non-playoff team. What is your take on this garbage-ass blood, sweat, and beers guy?
Well, of course, we're going to save the best for last year, and I got to think Blood, Sweat, and Beers is going to pull out a win this week. But looking at his lineup so far, he hasn't.
Yeah, you got to probably have a pretty big hard on for this lineup, don't we?
Yeah, it's an impressive team. Outside of that running back who already underperformed, Amir Abdullah.
Well, who would put in a running back against a stout Vikings defense?
A guy with not many options in that position.
I think you should start Adrian Peterson.
I did consider that, but
yeah, as long as you love putting a running back up against a stud defense, why don't you just throw on AP?
While we're at it, I should have put Ty Montgomery in.
Yeah.
But
I cut him. He's waiver wire. After our trade, I just let him go.
That was kind of a pride thing. I traded him and I picked him back up because I felt like I got something for nothing. So
yeah,
we'll see how that works out.
You didn't. You just got nothing.
We do have Emily with Jerick McKinnon and Golden Tate both dropping points.
Yeah, she McKinnon with his 6.5 points, Golden Tate 6.5. That's a real bad performance for her. So it really gives you some leeway to have a clunker or two and still come out of this. As much as I'd like to see you lose, because it gives me, that's that help that I need to make it to the playoffs. I just don't think I'm. God damn it! I want you to lose. That and I just enjoy watching you lose.
And who knows? Maybe I'll put Greg Olson in just for kicks. Pull someone out and throw Olson in if he plays this week.
What are you gonna do with all those tight ends? You can't play them all, right, Josh? He can't play them all.
Hey, maybe once Olson scores 20 points this week, I'll set him up for trade bait.
Well, being that trade deadline is Saturday, I don't know if that's going to be an effective strategy.
Good point, Kamish. I'll put one up on the board for you there.
Well, I did set the trade deadline, and I pushed it out pretty late. I think I could have gone in like the first week in December, but I always go with the whatever the last option in November is. So it was a good day. Football, Vikings win. I'm probably not going to win, and I know that's sad for me and everyone in the league. Because what if I get out of it and then I stop doing these videos?
I'm pretty sure you accepted your fate a few weeks ago, though.
Maybe. Well, but then if I just give up doing these videos, everyone gets 15 minutes of their life back, right?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, Mr. Personality. All right, everyone. Enjoy your leftovers. Don't kill anyone in a stampede on Black Friday. Got some. The best game of the day already happened, so no point in watching football because you don't want to watch yourself lose your fantasy shot at the playoffs. You got anything? Final words?
I got nothing.
All right, Mr. Personality. For Mr. Personality, this is your commish. We're out.